here. Hi folks, how's it going? Busy day. Not very busy day. I really can't get myself busy today. That's the reason why it's 3:23. As per to what I want to do, the high temperature today was 37 degrees, and the gas prices are at $4.14. Unfortunately, they're not like, $3.14, which would be better, but not as good as they were. But I digress. They're falling, but they're not falling as good as they should. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys today about things. We got some stuff done in the morning in the shop, and then we just kind of petered out, and wife's posting some stuff that we're getting on. But I got to thinking about what our shop does and where it would be if we were to make it a thing. We are very, very hopeful as anything that we would see this thing go very well and we'd be able to start making money off of it and doing stuff like that. Where would I be? I already made the promise to my wife, and actually it's more of a declaration than a promise, that if I were to move, or if we were to move, it would not be to another house in Illinois. Will we get to that point? We don't know. Maybe a few years. You never knows. But this right here, this is one of the reasons why I play the lottery, but I don't play it in a way where I'm like, losing money left and right. And, all I gotta do is get that one win. I'm not that kind of guy. I will put a $2 bill into the mix when the thing's over a few hundred thousand or a few hundred million. But it's like, I can't win if I don't play. And if I'm destined to lose, doesn't matter how many dollars I put into that thing, I'm going to lose. So I always bet at least two. That way, if I do end up winning, I won with the minimal impact on my thing, and I can always afford $2. I mean, this guy right now is almost $2. That's a sad deal, but it's almost $2. So I can afford the $2. So I do that. But in the event, instead of winning the lottery, we do well at our business, where would we go? Would we go to Missouri? Would we go to Iowa? We definitely aren't going to stay in Illinois. Are we going to go local? Or are we going to go far, far away? Whatever it is. Ideally, and I say this because I like the countryside, I like the way it works. Ideally, I would like to be in Wyoming. I would like to be in the valley between the mountains on the west side of Wyoming and enjoying life there. That would be my ideal spot. There's been plenty of houses that went up for sale. Had I won said lottery, I would be buying as soon as the ink was dry on the agreement of payment in Wyoming. And some of these places were so nice that you're nestled in a valley. Yeah, there was houses around you, but you didn't really have that appearance when you looked out your window. It looked like there was no civilization all around you, Probably till nightfall, and then it probably ruins the aesthetic. But anyways, I digress on that deal. But for like the here and now, say we make $100,000 one year, just on the shop. Wife's still working as a nurse. I'm still working as a media guy for the church. Say we make $100,000 on our business, and we can afford a few things. Would I buy like a 4-wheel drive vehicle? Would I buy a Tesla? Would I, there's two types of vehicles I would like to buy. Both of them are expensive, but both of them would be nice to have. And they're not necessary, so, wouldn't even need it. Would we build a bigger shed? And would we move? If we had $100,000 available to us based upon our earnings from our business, would we move? And that would be the thing, because we could build a bigger shed and live where we're at. And we always talked about, hey, we could probably build a bigger shed and live where we're at. But there's also the chance that we could always find a piece of property with a bigger shed. Like this property here, which you don't see, but I see, used to have a house on it, and the shed that was there used to be the machine shed for that house. It's owned by a company now, but yeah, that house is up for sale, and they bought it because the guy who lived there did not want to live so close to the new highway, which I just turned off on. So, like, yeah, you can buy a property for, and I think it went for a lot of money, but you can buy a property for really, really decent with already a shed on it, which means we'd have a bigger shed already. So there's things like that, you know. And this might be a multi-part series, but as I'm sitting there right now, if we were to pull 6 figures from this position, we would definitely be considering whether we want to stay in Illinois or if we wanted to move. And this rambling is not really working for me today, but I want to say that's what I've been thinking about today. So if this thing made it off and we did really, really well, we're doing laserable things right now, which are really, really hot right now. So if this thing went off and made it really, really well, this is probably what I would do. So that being said, I will call it for today. It may not be as long as I usually do it, but like I said, I'm doing a run around. So that being said, I will give you a word. For those who don't know, I always put a word at me in my videos. Put that word in the comments, lets me know you made it to the end of my crazy ramblings. And today's word is going to be fairgrounds. If you can put fairgrounds somewhere in the comments below, lets me know that you made it clear to the end of this video, and I will talk to you guys